Friends, hello, welcome back. We just ended the draft last episode with our 0 overall franchise, and they're starting to progress. Brady, Tkachuk being one of those guys, up to that 60 overall right now, but we're on the contracts for good reason, because we have to get some guys paid. Easily got to get some guys paid, because right now, Milan Lucic is making $9.3 million a year. Interestingly enough, I'm surprised that, we don't tank. We aren't big tankers. We aren't usually people that really worry about a salary cap. We don't have a problem meeting the salary cap. But I guess in this game, and I think I've seen this before now, actually, now I think about it. But I guess in this game, EA's logic of saying, hey, you're below the cap floor. We're just going to pay guys a bunch of extra money that you don't know about. Lucic being one of those. We're seeing that, say, with the entry-level guys. They're making 1.8 mil to keep these guys at the cap floor. That's interesting. You would think they would just say, hey, you're not at the cap floor, sign somebody, but instead they're just like, we're just going to throw some extra dough at your players currently. Hopefully that goes back down, I would assume, when we sign these guys. Nonetheless, I do think we're getting closer and closer to that time period of going out and considering putting some pieces around these guys. We're going to offer all these RFAs contracts that currently do not have one. Yeah, well, everybody that's unsigned, really. We'll go everywhere here. Unsigned. I want to look at the UFAs. UFAs are Anisimov, no, Lodin. Lodin was a guy we didn't draft, right? Yeah, there's a reason he's unsigned. He's going to stay unsigned. And then Riley is 27. He hasn't progressed at all. So we're not really worried about either of those guys. Kind of useless. The RFA's different story here. They're lower overall still, but I think this is a good chance that we don't sign. We sign these guys first. We leave our draft picks unsigned for a couple weeks, whatever it is, until you can trade players. And then we consider trying to see if we can get something. Like Batherson, he's got top 6 potential. Tkachuk, same story here. Or at the very least, we can qualify them, right? But Tkachuk's still willing to take. Is he really only going to get? Interesting. They're only going to allow him 9.25 a year. I don't even know if he's going to take that. I really don't. Not at 21. I'm surprised that's still a thing. Is there an overall limit they put in this game? There has to be, right? Or is it because he's in the AHL? Maybe he shouldn't be in the AHL. He's on the Senators. But we have Batherson. Same story with all these guys. I think everybody that's got top 6. I think we RFA or we sign them. See if we can get some trade value out of those guys. I don't expect anything out of AOA or AHL other defensemen, bottom 6 guys. But we'll sign these guys here real quick. All right, so we sent those guys their money, 6 of them, and then we had in the system we signed 3 of them, so that's 9. We'd have 2-3 more roster spots left. So we'll go ahead and the 17-year-old. That's what I like to see right there. We'll offer him up the deal here for 3 years. We will offer you up the deal here for 3 years, and it'll be right under 10. I want to make sure we don't overdo it where they say we can't take your contract because we don't have any space there. But there was one other thing I want to look at. Oh, right, it was Brady Tkachuk. He's still here. He's still here, and I've seen a couple comments, couple of you guys who are saying, hey, Brady Tkachuk, he's done. He's done. He's 60, but he's got decent stats that are kind of not really relevant, which you're not wrong, obviously. We'll take a look here. They're not going to show it from here. I'll be darned. I will be darned. Okay, we'll go to the edit line screen. I thought for sure we could look at it from there. That's a lie. You don't look at edit line screen in the offseason. Who the heck do you think you are? Can we edit player? I guess we can go there. Edit player to do it. And then it was Tkachuk. We'll go down here to the good old Tkachukinator if he is even alive. Where is Tkachuk? Not on the team? Okay, sick. Maybe he is in the AHL. Maybe it's because he's unsigned. They're going to show him to us. No, he's right there. He's in the AHL. Okay, so that's why they wanted to offer him that deal they did. We might have to call him back up to give him the right proper contract, and that could have been it. But he's currently in the league potential. Whose passing is up to a 71, the hand-eye deking, whatever, 99, but that's not gonna, it's not gonna make a big difference on his offensive production. Offensive awareness is up to an 82, actually, so that's still solid. The shot is 79 by 79. Man, I don't know. I don't think that's a terrible. You really think about it. I know it's the accuracy though. That's the problem. I was looking at stick checking and shot blocking. What am I talking about? The shot's actually at 48 and 40, 49 and 49. And yeah, that's tough. 62, 62, 49, 49. That's probably not something we're going to be able to get over, I guess, right? I mean, how did his progress we talked about last season? Look, we're looking one last time here, see how these guys are progressing. Because that will be important on guys we do or do not, sign and extend here. Tkachuk way down here in the 60s somewhere. Is it in order? Yeah, it's in order. Perfect. So Tkachuk's sitting right here. And he grew in natural growth from a passing puck control. I think this is post. No, this is right now. Yeah, he got a +2. Natural growth of +2. So you guys are probably right. He's probably done. He's probably done. I don't know how much trade value he's going to hold it at 60 overall. I wanted to keep him. I really wanted to keep one Ottawa Senator on this team. And just to have a guy laying around to say, hey, he made it through the entire, process. But I don't even know if this guy's even going to make it at this point. He's 60 overall. You consider he was, how many years has he played? Two years with us, from a 36 to a 60. So he gained 24 overall points, which is a lot. 24 is a lot. But to go up from a natural growth standpoint and only see a +2, again, this might not be, they might have done this from apart from the offseason. I don't know when they would have considered starting this. It does look like for the most part, though, his bigger growth isn't in his shot department, which is a concern. And we said passing is a 71. I really want to give him another year. I really just want him to be part of the franchise. I just want one player to be part of the franchise. Is that too much to ask for? Is it? Please be nice and let Tkachuk play. Did we just draft you? I hate how I cannot see where the draft spot is right here. 20-year-old other defenseman, whatever. We're good. We're going to go and make sure these guys take our money. Coaching staff, same story. Can we go coaching staff right now? I don't think there is coaches out yet, right? I don't think so. We'll take a look. We're offering contracts, but we can't hire. Correct. That's where we're in. That's what I thought. Want to make sure that's where we is ending here. So we'll go back. We are in the RFA stage, so we don't have to worry about anybody else going out the door just yet either. We'll see if we can take care of these guys. We'll give them, 2 days probably, maybe 3 to consider taking our offers here. Entirely throw to play fair. Okay, I'm glad you're going to play fair, coach. I like to hear it. Overall, AHL head coach coming to the team. Great to see. Associate AHL coach, good to see they're taking our deal, and or the associate as well. As far as players, Montgomery's happy to accept the contract renewal. Tkachuk, it was an easy decision to renew my contract. I thought maybe he's going to turn us down at that elite potential. He didn't. Easy decision. It's been a dream. It's an honor to join the team. You won't regret this decision. I seemed to regret it for a second. I thought he went and declined it. Okay, so we got everybody in one day. Oh, minus King. Taylor King's happy to accept the contract as well here. Contract renewal. Perfect. That's everybody. No, there's Bardovic as well. Okay, we're going to be in here. Got to be in here. Hoffman. Man, how many guys did we sign? No, this is way over 11. Hoser coming to the team as well. There's some guys, I think, right before we ended last franchise was part of it as well. Now we should be good, right? No, we shouldn't. Contract renewal. Happy to stay. Okay, now we're good. Teams should be put together. Again, we can't look at lines anyway. Every time we want to do it, we can't. Assign scout player search. So we'll look at the contracts. One last time here before we go through the RFA stage. Make sure everybody that is an RFA is indeed signed. Minus these two. I don't really want to qualify them. What's the point, right? There's nothing. It doesn't hurt anything, though, right? If I'm mistaken, we'll qualify them just in case somebody wants to sign a 39-year-old, 25-year-old, which ain't going to happen, but just in case they got the chance. And there's our 6 unsigned guys who will eventually get signed. Again, you'll be in there at some point, and then we'll see how the rest of these guys go. Clark as well, 55 overall right now, but he's going to be a stud, hopefully. 63 on the shot right now, 82 on the power. So he's got to progress in that department clearly there, but he's going to be good, I think. Two-way defender. He's going to be, it's a defender. You don't really need to worry about the shot too much. You want him to be decent. The passing's already at the 67, so that should be decent. Shot blocking 70, 69 there, 68 on the awareness. We'll see. It's only 55 overall. He's got a lot of growing to do with that elite potential. In the system, we have everybody, right? Unsigned. We would not go in the system, though. In the system, we'll make sure everybody's signed there. It should be everybody unsigned. I should have included those guys, but I'm a little bit sketched out, so we're going to make sure they are here. And, yeah, everybody's good here, so let's do it. Let's go ahead and jump to the free agent part of this. See what's out there. I will keep stretching. I wish you could go to the line screen here because we want to start adding pieces to this team that can help this team win. It's going to be season 3. The following scouts have been renewed. Okay, that's great to hear. Yeah, I want to hire some coaching staff right now. That's exactly what we're looking at. Contract warning, I get you. But I want to make sure we got some guys on this team that fit this team. I guess we don't really, again, need to sign big name free agents. We can just sign some duds in 75 overall, 76 overalls when we get to the preseason, if that's the case we have to take here or direction we have to take. All right, so the trades are open, though. Trades are open. We're going to get to that here in a second. I want to take a look at the scouting system. Again, make sure we're getting the best scouts available out there. Higher scout is available. See if there's anybody new coming around. There's a couple. There's some solid ones, actually. A's on the overall here. AHL, NHL, we don't care. Well, we do care, but we'd rather have guys that can do the amateur scouting departments here for us. This guy's a stud in the AHL, A+ in the QMJ, which is nice as well there. A+ in USA East. And he's good everywhere. Evaluation scale, prospect discovery. So yeah, we're definitely going to try to sign a Street here. Go ahead and take our money, please, and thank you. That's the max, apparently. So we're going to offer you that up at the max there. Same story here with the guy that is Bisek. How's he looking? Again, A+ prospect discovery, even better. Where can he go, though? QMJ, WHL, it looks like. So he can go chill in the WHL. Maybe even going to Central. You can't beat the A+ on the prospect discovery, though. That's solid. So we'll give him a couple years. There you go there. Scandinavia. This would be a nice guy to pick up here if he can. He just does good in Russia and the SHL. So a couple places. But we need more guys like this. We need more guys that can discover guys across these here. So we'll offer him that deal as well. Please take our money. Why is there an limit? I guess there's a cap for scouts I did not know about. You want 6 years? We'll see if he takes that. We have space for what? One more? We'll filter this just to make sure there's some more AHLs or A- is in there. AHL promising is there's not much there. I don't see anything here. OHL. OHL is a guy we don't have yet either. OHL and USA West, he's an A+ in. How's he looking? I like this guy. All right, so we're gonna add. Actually, we'll make sure. Like, you don't make sure there ain't anybody that is. What if we have not touched? European leagues. We touched Scandinavia. We haven't touched the European leagues, I guess, though. Too much here. We hit Russia. No. None of these guys are good. There's one right there. How about Lakinen? A+, A+, A-. How's he looking? Be on the prospect discovery. Be on the efficiency. So he's not as. It's still better than what we're going to have, though. So we're going to throw him in there. Offer up that nice contract. There you go, friend. And that should be, what, all 20 of them. Minus, what, the couple we already have chilling in the NHL, AHL. So, better. That's clearly an upgrade from what we got right now. We're chilling with a bunch of guys in the A and the C range. So, we're picking up a bunch of A's. We might actually fire one of these guys. We are going to fire this guy right here. See you later. Thanks for playing. And we'll sign one more of these A+ scouts. Because, again, scouting's still important for this team. Getting the best potential scouts out there. And there's quite a bit available. Cox was a guy that was, I believe he was an OHL guy, right? OHL? No, he's a QMJ. So I wanted the OHL guy. That was a plus. Michael Plus could do the OHL. We'll throw him in there. A little money as well. And that should be a big improvement. Adding 4 A scouts in there. I mean, we should probably even consider doing more than that. We're going to have 5, actually, right? There'll be 4 A's and a B in there. Big improvements to the teams there. And as far as coaching is concerned, we still have a coach that is about the generalist mantra, and he's a good teacher, right? B+ or B on the teaching. So if we find a coach that is an A on teaching, that would still be an improvement here, I think. 61% as far as how he's fitting with the team. He is, again, he's a pinch kind of guy on the hold the line, balanced everywhere else. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look what's out there. We need something anyway. What are we missing? A goalie coach. Okay, I was gonna say, what's going on here? 7 of 8. So let's take a look. Okay, A- in a defenseman, A- in a jet. What is our current coach? He's an A-. Okay. So we're more worried still about the teaching, prospect of this team, I think. A- in the teaching. That's better in LaCroix, but he's a defenseman. He's a defenseman type of coach. A- on the offense, which still isn't that bad. In a combination with coaching and teaching ability or attribute, this will help dictate. I gotcha. Okay. 61, 75 losses. So he's not been much of a winner. 52% on the chemistry. Doesn't fit some of these other guys as well, but he still looks like, that's Lucic. How come we can't move up and down? We must not have enough guys available. Power play umbrella, forecheck, protect net, conservative, passive. He's balanced there, balanced, hold line, cycle. And just getting an idea of what our team looks like here real quick. What they're looking at, we're talking Lafreniere is more of a dump kind of guy. It looks like he's a dump cycle balance kind of guy. He's not really, it's not like he's heavy one way or the other. Perfetti's more of a balanced cycle guy. So we need balanced cycle, balanced dump, balanced cycle, balanced dump. So we're seeing a lot of balanced and dump here, not a lot of carries out of our top guys here. Byfield, same story, balance out of Lucic, don't really care. Sorry, Lucic, just being honest here. You're just part of the team getting $9 million a year, by the way. Pinch. So Drysdale's more of a pinch guy, but for the most part, we're not seeing that out of guys. He's a defenseman. Center carries, so the pinch defenseman. How do you possibly remember all your player preferences? I'm just trying to remember the top guys there. Balanced cycle type of guys there. So I'll make sure that fits well with our better players. Again, coaching staff. How is our current coach? Our current coach actually does well with who we have. If I ain't mistaken, a lot of those guys, the chemistry lines up really nicely. If we can upgrade the teaching, though, that would be ideal for this team, I think, considering we still have how many younger players. So we'll take a look here. A- on the teaching again on LaCroix. He was Perfetti, Lafreniere. So their chemistry is not terrible. I wanted to see how he looks here on hold line, balance, defensive pairing, don't care. Line strategies, carry, dump, balance, bounce, bounce, dump, dump, dump. Okay, so that's fine because none of our guys are carry guys anyway. Cycle, shoot, bounce, cycle. Energy, cycle. I think we'll be all right with him. I think we will. We're looking too much into it. We still have some other guys who can put onto this team. The team fit's not there, but I mean, let's be honest. We have like 8 guys that they're showing here. The other one would be the D on the T or the B on the teaching by Clarkson. Not a fan there. A+ though for Graham, and he's a generalist. Man, do I like the generalist better? I think that gets everywhere. Our players play well with the generalist too, an A+ on the teaching. Maybe we go here. Perfetti, Lafreniere doesn't really have a good scheme fit there. It doesn't look like though. Not a big fan of that. Overload by the bench, balance, carry, balance, overload, balance. It's not terrible. I don't know why Lafreniere doesn't fit as well. Holtz, Perfetti, same story there. And we are more concerned about those guys. And Drysdale doesn't fit there as well there either, it looks like. So we're probably going to go with LaCroix, who does have better chemistry with their younger guys. So we'll try to send LaCroix some money here. We probably can't offer him a head coaching. Yeah, we can. Okay, perfect. We're going to offer him a head coaching job. We'll fire our other coach here real quick. Try to pick up LaCroix. Hopefully he's a bit of an addition. At the end of the day, this team went 2-80 last season. I know it was, not a good team, not a good overall, but I'd like to see some of them guys grow a little bit better here. So we'll just throw you all this money here, and you better believe that you're going to take this here, LaCroix. There you go. A $5.3 million offer. Take it. Be something else if you decline that. He's probably going to tell us he's not a big fan of where we're at. Fire coach. That would be you. See you later. We will interimly promote you to the interim head coach. We need a AHL goalie coach as well. So we'll get that out of the way here. Goalie, NHL. So that's of course it's not. Okay, so we'll just go goalie coach. It's gonna take forever to get here. All right, goalie, St. Louis, Vasileiv's goalie, A+ on the teaching there. That's all we really care about is the guy that can help teach these goalies well. So we'll offer, and we're actually going to offer a guy's name we can pronounce. St. Louis, here you go. Take some money to be our AHL goalie coach, right? Goalie coach? Yeah, AHL goalie coach. Hopefully he wants to do that. It looks like he wants to be an assistant coach, but he's going to be a goalie coach. Sorry, pal. Hate to break it to you, but your D- is not getting you a job where you want to be. So that should be good there. All these guys, money offered, signed up. Now the question becomes, let's take a look at free agency. Let's take a little peek, just for fun. What's out here? What is out here? We want UFAs only. We have Nugent Hopkins, 88 overall. Jaden Swartz, Marcus Johansson, Nikita Gusev up to the 85. Gallagher, 85. Eric Stahlstone, 85. Tatar's out there. Granlund. Again, we want to try to avoid signing these higher overall guys anyway. Maybe we go for a low overall 82, 83. Is there anybody around here that wants to be... See, if we wait too long, then we don't have the option of... Third line scoring for the option of signing these 82, 83s, which would be nice to put around on our third line to add some depth at this point. I think we need to try to win some games. Chara wants to play still. 44-year-old Chara. He's just not going to retire. Unreal. Unfreaking real. So let's take a look here. Pearson, bottom 6 forward. That's what we want, is a bottom 6 forward. He might be an option at 28 years old. How much money does he want? Looks like 3. Is that what we're seeing there? He wants, yeah, years 1 and 3. We'll offer you just a little bit more because we can afford to for now. We got to be careful. 3 years. We'll give Pearson the dough. Try to add to that bottom 6 there. There you go, Pearson. We'll go. Do we need to pick up a center? Probably should look for a center. How's Bozak look? Because I'm assuming our younger guys have no face-off draws. Bozak, 83 on the draws. 35 years old, 82 overall. Bozak. I forget the rule that we made. Was it? I feel like 82 for over 30 was acceptable though. Jason Spetz is gonna be like 80. He's 38 as well. We gotta add a little bit of veteran presence to this team. He fits on forward line 4, which is fine. Again, where we want him. 83, 84, 87. Defensive bonus 86. The shot, the accuracy decent. He's a two-way forward, which is, again, fine. We ain't too worried about chemistry with these bottom line guys if we don't have to be. We're not trying to win right now, and we don't plan on keeping these guys very long. Bozak only once 1 year, which is ideal for us. We're just trying to piece players together to help out the bottom part of this team. So there's 1, 2. And let's go after defensemen as well, because we'd like to see our goalie progress a little bit here. And we have just no defense. So it's going to take some time for these guys to progress. And they ain't going to progress playing with, 47 overalls. So we'll take a look. Again, some guys that might want 1-year deals. Coburn, -3 last season. Defensive defenseman, which is nice. 88, 88, decent. Again, just looking for guys that they can progress with right now. Power play line 2. I wish you could look at the lines right now, but you can't. So, it is what it is. Let's take a look at our team one last time here. Take a look at the defense that we currently do have. Try to, if we have an offensive defenseman, we'll go defensive defenseman here and try to boost that chemistry a little bit. So let's see here. Hagman is a 2-way defender. Drysdale, offensive defenseman. Yeah, if we can get a defensive defenseman to play with Drysdale, that's nice. Jonas, defensive defenseman, 19, 66, top 6 defensive potential. So we can look offensive defenseman to play with him. Is this all we have? I think we have a defenseman assigned to, right? I believe so. No, Hagman was the defenseman we needed to assign. I didn't know Drysdale had a top 4 potential in the defense. So we got some work to do when it comes to picking up some defensemen, fellas. Johansson, decent, 21, 19 out of Kolosov. Yeah, we got to definitely pick up some defensemen to help these guys progress a little bit. Take a look here real quick. I swear we had one other defenseman that was on this team. We just didn't have him signed. I could have swore. We are really weak on defense if it's not the case. Let's see here. Defense, defenseman. Would it be under unsigned if there are any? Not really, no. At least, okay, Clark's there. So we do need to make sure we have somebody to play with Clark to help him out a little bit. Decent overall, so he's going to be an AHL. I was going to say, I thought we had one more. I was really scared that if we had 2 defensemen and 2 defensemen only in this team. But, yeah, we'll go after. Let's try to grab a couple of defensemen. Can't afford to go 0-82 every single year with these guys. Not, and expect them to progress. So we're going to go, again, we're not jumping out to high overall guys. We're avoiding that. But we do want to add some pieces to this team. Alexiak wants 2 years. He'd be a decent one as well. How's he look? Defensive defenseman. Do I like Alexiak better? He wants to be on the, he wants to be D pairing 1. That'd probably be who we play with. One of our defensemen. We'll split them up. We'll try that. Yeah, we'll offer him a contract. Don't know how much he wants, but again, it's 2 years. We can afford it. Not a big deal. Here you go. Take a little extra money. And then see if we can find an offensive defenseman in here for a good time. Offensive. There's an offensive. Sakara, D pairing 3. Might be able to make that work. 83, 85, 84. Not bad. Did he not play last season? Yeah, he did. 7 goals, 7 assists, plus 0. 35 years old. How long does he want? 2 years. At a 79, he wants 2 years. Whatever. It's just 2 years. Here you go. Here's 2 years for you. So we had 2 defensemen, a couple forwards. Some depth options for this team, and nonetheless, if we need to go farther than that, we will take a look again for the AHL. We'll probably need to sign guys, but for now, we'll leave it as is. Proposed trade. That's right. We wanted to look at Brady Tkachuk here. He's got to go. Tkachuk has got to go. Look at that trade value. He's still got beefy trade value. Teams still have faith in him, which rightfully so. He's progressing so much, but he's not progressing in the shot department at 21 years old. He's got, 2-3 years. He's at the plus 10 that he's plus 12 in 2 years. So he's gaining 6 a year on the accuracy. You're talking 54, 60. Good catch by you guys. That's a good catch by you guys in the comment section there. No doubt about it. That is just, it's not there. The question is, what can we get for Brady Tkachuk? We're going to talk prospects. Who had the first round pick in the draft? Was it Detroit? We ain't getting that first round pick. I can tell you that. Our first round pick, nah. Ratty's max trade value, even at elite. Finding a team that is interested in Tkachuk, it's difficult because he's young. So people want the younger players, but at the same time, most teams want younger players, that are rebuilding. And for that reason, they're like, hey, we want Tkachuk, but it's like, well, we don't want to give away our draft pick. So we're going to look at Nashville. We're talking 2 firsts, probably a little bit more, definitely a little bit more. I think what interests me about Nashville here is looking at, I like to take this chance, maybe because I like him, and now is Luhanen. Luhanen he's 49 overall. That's the problem here. He's elite with low elite potential, but man, he's got a decent shot. 70 by 68 by 70, at a 48 there. He's a playmaker. He could be a guy we don't know. Pro Scout assessment obviously hasn't played yet. Other than that, I don't know if there's anybody else we can look at on this team that would probably be a little enticing here. There's him, Bonino, but Bonino is way too old. We're looking at, I don't see anybody else. Frolica is 33. Yeah, there isn't a whole lot more. I'd rather look at the potential side of things here. And he's cheap. He's a cheap throw on with 2 first-round picks for Tkachuk. Continuing his rebuild through the draft as planned here. And none, worst comes to worst, we can take those draft picks down the road and maybe trade those for some players that are, a little bit better, or as far as low elite is concerned here. I like this trade. I do. We're going to throw on a little bit more because we do want to make sure we're not underpaying here. So we're going to throw on a second of Nashville. So if I second 2 first, they ain't going to take this. They shouldn't. It's such an overpayment for Tkachuk, but we're going to send it. Trade rejected. This would be one of those occasions where the trade block paid off. Nashville could start a deal based on what you want from us, but this meets our trade block needs quite well, to be honest, but you'll need to sweeten the value just a touch. Okay, so we'll drop the second. Trade accepted. That was it. Oh, okay, just a bit. It should, maybe you guys are gonna yell at me for that. Like, they said just a bit. They said just a bit. Drop the second, add a fourth. Oh, what? The third, fourth, they're not a lot. They just hold trade value. See you later, Tkachuk. It matters so much. I understand, but dang it. That was, now I'm going to regret doing it. Oh, well, we'll be all right. So let's take a look at the rest of this team here, the lineup. We have 2 draft picks now from Nashville. Let's hope they struggle. That is the game now, to hope Nashville struggles in the future. Got Clark laying there. Who was our RFAs that we signed? Was you one of them? Man, with some trade value here. And for Menton? For Menton's got some trade value. How long's his deal? 2 years, 1.5 million. And again, with trade value, that's important here. He has the same trade value as our low elite guy does, but he's 21 with a low overall. Interesting. He's out the door. We're going to move him. And Norris, who is 22. And Batherson was somebody we added, right? Yeah, I think so. Batherson, top 6 potential as well. We'll add those 3 guys onto a trade. See if we turn those 3 guys into a first round pick. Does anybody want these? Oh, really? Arizona, you like these guys, eh? Would you enjoy them? Oh, they got a decent first round draft pick coming. How's their team looking? They have Ekman, Larson, Keller, Chikrin, Kessel still around. Decent players. Not terrible. Take a look here. Yeah, I ain't seeing much. They might struggle. 4 players over an 83. They might struggle this season. Could we pick up a first round draft pick for these guys though? Maybe. I mean, if they want to send it, they don't want to send it. That's the problem. We're gonna go second, first. Again, they're gonna tell us. I'm so afraid of not getting enough in return. We're throwing a 4th and a 5th on for a good time. Here you go. Trade rejected based on your asking us to cough up. It seems you haven't, so willing you're not interested in proposal as you've sent us more than one guy for a single trade block need. We like for man. Okay, do ya? That's great. We're gonna drop these 2. We're not interested in your proposal as you've sent us more than one guy for a single trade block need. We like for if you want to take another crack at it. We need all 3 of these guys though. I would like to say we will take another crack at it. We're going to go 4th and a 5th. Let's try a 3rd. Let's try a 3rd first. Try a 3rd first. Rejected. Okay, as expected. I mean, just the first straight up for these guys is more than worth it, to be completely honest. And that might be the dilemma we're in here. Trade rejected. We're not interested in your proposal. If you want to take another crack, I get it. That's the same thing you've told us like 3 times in a row now. Our draft picks, we have a 3rd. What if we add on one of our 3rds or a 4th and a 5th? Again, there's never anything in his late picks anywhere. Add our 4th and a 5th. Trade rejected. They really just want for Menton, which is a problem because we would like to. We'll try a 3rd. We'll stop and add a 3rd though. Nah, okay. See you, Arizona. Somebody else is probably interested. Boston, how's your first round draft pick look? Not as good. Are they getting older enough to start losing games? Doesn't look like it. They're still looking pretty sick. Marchand, Pasternak, Bergeron, McAvoy up there. Maybe, though. Maybe they have a bad season. You can always hope. Well, first, second. I don't know. Throwing a 3rd. Why not? Sure. Good about it. Throwing that 3rd. Trade rejected. We're not interested in your proposal. You said the same thing as every other team. Still rejected. Let's try a 4th and a 5th. They really just don't want these other players. Can we just go for Metin straight up? I mean, is it really that big of a deal? That would be something, wouldn't it? Your offer is filling your needs, but the value just isn't there. It needs to be compared to what is asked to give an up. I got you. Okay, so we'll go third for your first, and it's not going to be enough either. Didn't think so. That's unfortunate that all these teams are interested in just one guy, and that is for Metin. But if we can upgrade our set, I didn't want to say that because our second's going to be good. That ain't worth it. We'll go third, fourth, first for Metin. We're just gonna settle for a second, I guess. We'll try a Boston. I don't want a Boston second. That's gonna be a bad second. We'll try a Buffalo second. Buffalo second. They're willing to trade that too. So we'll go Buffalo second for Metin. Trade accepted. Okay, so that might be easier this way. We'll take the seconds and try to upgrade a first later if we have to. Really, I'll take the second. So we'll go back down here to we could always go to the find trade button. You think they'll give us another second? Calgary's going to be a good team. We don't want theirs. Carolina. How's Carolina going to look this season? They have decent squad. They're going to be, it could be hit or miss. We'll see there. They got some solid players. They got a pretty good core there. But how that sims up, we don't know. Not very good according to EA. They're giving up a pretty good pick there. So we'll go a second for Batherson. Trade rejected. You've done all the right meeting. Our trade blocks need, but the value just isn't there. Our way isn't snuff at all. I figured. I mean, we really weren't offering you that much, to be completely honest. We'll go fourth. Throwing a fourth round pick to get there. I feel like you've met our trade block needs, but it is just a bit low. Okay, so a bit low. Maybe we throw in a fifth. A fifth to make the second work. Carolina. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we got him out of the way. And then we had, what, one other player? We're going to take all these second round draft picks and turn them into a first and a second. You just watch this. EA wants to do us like this. Abramanov. That was the other guy, right? Abby's? I think it was. 23 years old. He's going to go next. Who wants him? Everybody. Chicago, how do you feel? How would you feel about picking up a good old friend by the name of Abramov? Yeah? They might only give us a third for him. I don't think we're going to get a second. We'll try. Doesn't hurt to try. Second for Abramov. Yeah, it's definitely an overpay there. They'd have to really want him, and they do not. We could live with what you're asking us, but your offer's just not up to snuff. I feel ya. Maybe we have one other player. I don't think any team wants to do the multiplayer thing, though. That's the problem. Is we keep trying to do that, and they're like, oh, we ain't really feeling the multiplayer deal. We just want this one guy here. So we say 23 in Brown. Brown is 23. He's got some potential as well. We'll throw Brown in there. Second. Or a second in general, I should say. And then we'll say, let's give him a... I want to go better than a fifth. Fifth's not got a lot of draft value. Let's try a fourth and a fifth. Forget about it. Get the picks back we just lost. Trade accepted. See you later, guys. All right, so we got... Taking a look here. We got one first. No, we have 4 seconds. Chicago bought. They're all about the same in trade value here, it looks like. Now, the question is, can we trade one of these draft picks? Does any team want this? Colorado does. Trade one of these second rounds into a first round. Just one to play a little gambling game. Colorado's going to be good, so it's not going to be a huge upgrade there. But who knows how good they're going to be at the end of the day. Maybe they struggle a little bit. We'll go on Ottawa third, which is still a pretty good pick. Second, third for a first. They're rejected, but the value is just, it's off. Okay, so we'll try a little bit more here. See if we can keep a couple of these seconds. We'll try to give up that Chicago fourth. We don't need to sweeten the value just a little bit. We'll try the Chicago fifth. Trade accepted. All right, so we got a first round pick after all. We was trying to give all 3 of those players up for one first round pick, and we ended up getting pretty much one of those players for a first round pick. Gotta love VA. I love it. I love how it worked. It worked out. So we got 3 seconds though. Buffalo, Chicago. I think we keep them. I think we keep them. Be happy with the 3 first. And we're in a good position here. Let me know. We can always change them. Well, in this episode here before next draft, we can always try to maybe even stop at the trade deadline. But for now, I think we're in good shape here to continue forward with these guys. We got some big contract offers coming through here. We'll see what everybody's thinking. We better sim up one day at a time, because if they reject these, we're going to have to offer them again. And we don't want anybody to take them. So here we go. Let's take a look. Bisek, I'm accepting your offer. Love it. Welcome to the team, pal. That's a good scout. Ballet, same story. LaCroix. I decided to go with another team. Edmonton. Oh, LaCroix. Edmonton. That's our new nemesis right there. That was our man. We fired our head coach for this guy, and Edmonton took him from underneath us. Unreal. We're now gonna have to settle for something else. I can't believe that. We should have. I guess I was like 5.3 overpay was fine, and boy were we wrong. Boy were we wrong. I hope there's some coaches out here. We still have the generalist and Chevrier. That's our man right there we just had, and Clarkson's out there, so we might go right back to the coach we just had. That's a stinger. That is a stinger. Theodore might be the man though as well. He's got an A in the teaching. Again, we want to go teaching here. Plus was the other guy, right? Plus NHL head coach. We could go there, but he's not a generalist, which concerns me. Penalty kill not the greatest. D not the greatest. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of chemistry with most of these guys, it seems, as well here. More of a pinch shoot. And that he's a carry guy. We don't have guys that are fans of that. Yeah, he's not a part of our team here. Balanced carry, behind the net overload, balance. And Theodore, how's he fit from a scheme perspective here? We want to get that A on the teaching if we can. Better holds Byfield. Lafreniere doesn't fit with him. It's not making me happy. We're really about to go back to the guy we just had. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Lafreniere loves this guy. Who is brunette? A- on the teaching. All right. Veterans. Oh, okay. I still think we go brunette. I do, even though he's the veteran specialist here. He, at the end of the day, he's a good A- on the teaching. I'd assume a good teacher is a good teacher, and he fits with everybody. Look at the scheme fit with this guy. It's different going after, and I think he's a more of a, again, a dump guy. Our first line was, well, I think we got dump and balance between our guys. Balance there on the D pair as well. Cycle, balance. Seems like a guy that would fit pretty well here for this team, I think. We'll try Burnett. It's different going for the B instead of the A-, but the B might be the answer here, honestly. We got to have a teacher here, I think, and that's key. These guys both can't teach, so we'll try Burnett. And we will offer him the whole 9 yards because apparently our other guy went to add Edmonton. That upsets me. Edmonton stealing our guy. That was our man. And he said, I'm going to South Beach or West Beach, wherever Edmonton. There was nowhere close to South Beach, but if they were, that'd be interesting to see Edmonton. Okay, so your max offer is 2.42. Why is there a max for this guy? I don't know. Here you go, though. Here's your money. Here's your money, Burnett. Please take that contract because we desperately need you now that our other guy did us dirty. Didn't even stop for milk and cookies. He just gone straight to Edmonton. Here we go. We got some more contracts to go through as well. I'd have to guess here, right? Willing to accept your offer is street perfect. Lacking in other scouts. So the scouts are willing to stay here. Plus, there's our coach, right? Plus was our coach. Oh no, Plus was a guy that we offered a what did we offer him? I want to say we offered him a scouting job or something. Was plus. Why? Where's he ringing a bell from? I don't know. We'll see. St. Louis, okay, perfect. Goalie coach, great. Why was there 2 pluses? Was that what it was? Was there 2 different guys with the plus and everything? Why aren't any of these guys? Oh, you know what? Do they not show you when they reject your contract in this game? I don't think they do they? I'm trying to think if that's a thing. I feel like they don't tell you when you get rejected, and we're simming up this because I love this game if that's the case. Let's see here. Goose said, well, I don't know why they wouldn't take our money. Who else is out there? Man, that's something. Okay. Overall. Gonna drive me up the wall. Okay, no, those contracts are still out there. Bozak is out there. Pearson's out there. They're just weighing their options, I guess. How's it looking, Bozak? You got some interest from other teams by chance here? I guess we're not allowed to look. Bozak, interest, salary, whatever. Okay, let's continue simming up here. Just wanted to make sure that was there. Worst comes to worst, we signed a couple guys. Again, we're just looking for bottom 6 guys. That'll be 78, 79 overalls for the time being. All right, next day. Please take some contracts. Please. Burnett, welcome to the team. Head coach. Great to hear you wanted to play for us. Thank you for being a nice guy. Sakara, welcome to the team. Alexiak, welcome to the team. Bozak, welcome to the team. Pearson, welcome to the team. Perfect. We got our boys. We've got everybody we wanted, if I am not mistaken here. Yes, so we will go ahead and sim up to the off-season or preseason. I really just want to get to the preseason because I'm a visual guy. That's not good. Yep, they're going to automatically sign guys for us because it's preseason. See, that drives me nuts. I want to see where our team is. They signed 3 guys automatically because we didn't have enough players. But I want to be able to see where these guys are fitting from a line perspective, and you can't see that until then. So here's what we got going here. Lafreniere, Bozak, and yeah, Bozak's going to play. Good joke. See you later, Bozak. That ain't happening. Byfield, oh yeah, give him that plus 3 in that first line. Byfield, the power forward, the playmaker, and the 2-way in Holtz. Man, if we can get a sniper there to play where Holtz is. Holtz fits there well. He doesn't really fit on that second line, though, it doesn't look like with this coach. But that's a good chemistry fit there. That's a good fit there for those guys. 2-way playmaker, power forward, and Lucic. So again, yeah, it looks like what our team needs is snipers. Snipers is where we need to go here. Hannakainen is a two-way guy. Bozak, Grinder, Thompson. Hair, power forward, another power forward there. Yeah, we are lacking in the sniper department, it looks like. Everywhere else, I mean, we could +5 that line there if we picked up a sniper. The problem is you put Holtz here, and it ruins that chemistry, which is unfortunate. Yeah, definitely. So we'll look there. The defense we're concerned about. Hagman and Drysdale will not be playing on the bottom line here. I'm sorry to tell you. Minor top 4 defense. And that's where he wants to be a minor top 4 guy. And that's what bothers me. I want to see these guys grow. Maybe we stick them there anyway, though. If that's where they want to play. They want to be a top 4 guy in the minors. We'll give these guys some reps here. And Alexiak, Stahl, Borgman as well. Looking at the AHL, we have Jonas. He wants to be another defenseman. His role right now. He is 19. He might be a guy that plays up there. Other defenseman in Dylan as well. Kavashi, other defenseman, top 4 potential, perfect. Are we missing somebody? I want to say somebody is not here. Volanin, you're not playing. You're definitely not missing. As far as the offense is concerned, we have Bobkov, who was 2020 7th round pick. Don't want him there if we don't have to. It's 7th. There's definitely some of these guys might have went back to play in the AHL as well, though. Iginla's other forward. That's a guy we'd like to see playing more if he's going to be here. There you go. Philstrom, same story, is other forward, top 6 kind of guy. Who else is missing? Buden, Balsers, no. We'll take a look here. Scratched is... looks like nobody. We just had some guys that went back to the OHL, if I had to guess here, then if that would be the case there. So we will go... and I don't know. I think I want to keep him on the... you want to play them by their roles to help their development. I definitely want to see these guys get some chances to play in the NHL, though. 4th line, they ain't going to get the job done. I can tell you that much right now. We're going to try something here. We're going to try Mark Stahl. This is ridiculous. Mark Stahl and Drysdale on the first line. I guess we're learning along the way. Is what we're going to call it. We're going to put Drysdale on that first line, and then we're going to bring up, or we're going to send Hagman down to the AHL here. Give him some minutes down there. We'll sign another defenseman. We're done here. We're done right there for now. We'll come back. We'll sign another defenseman for the NHL. We'll try to bring up or sign an NHL or AHL defenseman as well here. Try to give those guys down there a little bit of support as we are still rocking those low overalls in that department. So we'll go defense. We'll go, not length, my bad. We'll go overall. 79 in Wallman. How's Wallman look? He is a defensive defenseman, which is a concern. We gotta start scouting some players. It looks like that are, or we're gonna start assigning some pro scouts that actually do the NHL. It looks like now that we're talking trades all the time. Weber, same story. We might sign Weber. We might sign Wallman and Weber and play them together and see how that goes there. So we'll offer this guy a contract, and we will offer you a contract, and then we will go. Let's go. We'll go one more defenseman for somewhere in the AHL. He's a top 2. Gunnarsson is 7th defenseman. I don't really care. Top 6, AHL top 2, whatever. AHL top 2 will work, I guess. We can always move him down. I don't really care if they don't progress or not. It's not like they matter. We just need them to fill some spots here at this point for this team to help us grow. So a bunch of 1-year deals. We're going to be right back here next year. That means signing deals again. As far as forwards are concerned, see if we can find... we'll go one more forward. That's what we was waiting for here, was to see that. Contracts 51 and 50. Beautiful. Okay, maybe not. Sick. All right, cool. Now let's see. Can we release guys from here? Probably not. Not at this point in the season, I'm assuming. We'll take a look. We'll take a look here. We'll go overalls. We will go in the system. Well, if we can find in the system. Perfect. Yeah, you can go maybe trade for asset. Maybe you can't go Zaitsev. Zaitsev's under that $5 million a year deal. He ain't going nowhere. Ain't nobody taking that. Offer contract. No, I don't want to do that. We'll try to trade him. I can't imagine anybody wants this guy. That would be the problem. Make us back under 50. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. We're going to just try to get a 7th round pick for this guy, and they're going to laugh at us quite hysterically. But here you go. No, we're not. You're over the limit of players. Okay, forget about it. Forget about it. It's one player. We'll see what it does there. Ain't too worried about it. These guys will come out from under contract eventually. Again, still in the rebuild phase to an extent here. Well, to a big extent. But we do want to make sure these guys are growing, which is important here. So we will see if these guys take our dough. They're going to consider it for a 3rd day. They're going to consider it for a 4th day. There we go. Weber, welcome to the team. Gunnarsson, welcome. Wallman, welcome. I'm glad you took that long to think about it. I could tell by the fact that you was free agents for 2 months that teams were very interested in you guys, and that's why you was sitting there in the free agent market. So here we go. We'll take a look, and we got to go back here to our call-up system real quick. All right, so we got those guys sent up, sent down. We got Hagman now on the AHL. I'm still concerned about this. We'll monitor him closely. I'm worried because the AHL team, the squad still isn't that good. We still got some bad contracts on this team that we have to deal with. Probably gonna have to let go going into next season. This will be the beginning, though, I think, of trying to get these guys to develop decently. And then going to the NHL. Again, we have Byfield, Lafreniere, and Holtz on the first line. Lucic, Perfetti, and Pearson on the second line. And then Hannakainen, Bozak, and Thompson on the third. And then Pear was an undrafted player. Seeing time. He wants to be a fourth line's his role. That's where we're going to put him here. We're going to, again, monitor him closely. We want to make sure he grows properly. And again, the big deal here for us looks like we're sniper short. We got playmakers and power forwards galore. If we can pick up a sniper or two, these lines are going to be filthy. But for now, we got Byfield, Holtz, decent top six. We'll see how they do. We'll see how they do. The goaltending is Robson. Oh, Robson. That might be what we want as a goaltender. That should be something we got to look at here real quick. We almost forgot all about the goaltending here. We have a young goalie somewhere around here. He must still be chilling in the CHL somewhere. But we'll take a look real quickly at goaltenders. That was one thing we always forget about. There's so much going on in the offseason. You need a goaltender. And did they leave any out here for us? And oh, it does not look like it. That is not the good. 77 and Curtis McElhinney. That'll overall lead our team still. McElhinney can at least back up at the very least. So we'll sign McElhinney if they allow us to. The contract thing must be sort of a glitch because it says we're 54 or 50. I was gonna say before we had 40 contracts and said 26 players. It counts the contracts of the guys not playing in the AHL or the NHL right now. I'd have to assume, eh? That's probably what it is. So we will go, what, 2 more days. McElhinney, please take that money. We need you desperately. Okay, 1 more day. That'd be great. Max, thank you. Extremely happy. Okay. We need to get a goalie for next season, though. It is important. All right, perfect. There's McElhinney in the NHL, and then in the AHL, our other goalies. We want to put in, yeah, you can go in since you're 71 overall. You can go up there, play some first line minutes. There you go. And we should be good to play some games. We should be good. Again, actually, before we start this, the last thing I want to see is our players' current progressions here, because that is what we're worried about. So 49 there, again on the 62. We're talking Hagman at the 75. That is what we're monitoring here, is Hagman versus Drysdale, who's the 76 right now. We're putting him where he doesn't want to play in that minor top forward potential role there, but we do not have we're not morale on no either, though. So we'll see how much of a difference that does affect these guys. It shouldn't too much because we've done this, we put these guys in their top line. They grew just fine potentially before. So we might be able to bring him back up in the NHL, to be honest here. But we'll get a couple months out of the way here and see how things are going. Actually, plot twist, EA does tell you when you're not in compliance with the salary cap, and we are currently under it. So we're going to try to real quickly scoop up some player that is going to help us just get above the cap floor for the season. Hopefully, preferably not a lot of contract left on there or time left on our contract. Carl Osner, come on down. You're the next contestant on the cap is right. Can we get a draft pick with Carl Osner? They're willing to do a fourth. We're going to go 4th and a 5th with Osner. Trade accepted. Thanks. Perfect. So now do we have, I don't know what the cap floor is. I honestly do not have the slightest of clues what the cap floor is. We are up to 52.8. The buyout penalty, whatever, contract exempt contract, retained salary, contract speed, salary retained. I don't see a salary cap floor. Projected spent $55 million. There's got to be a cap floor somewhere, right? I don't know. They have to adjust this for an extra $2 or $3 million, whatever. We're good to go now. We can go ahead and finish out these couple months. What is going on? 5-2. Hello, 77 overall goalie. Ottawa's killing it. Ottawa's killing it. The tank's over. Boys are 6-4. The 6-4 Ottawa Senators. I love it. 7-4. Still cruise 8-4. 8-5. All right. Okay, there's a losing streak. Hey, we don't want to be the worst team in the league anyway, because if that happens, you know what happens then? We get, bounced out of the first overall pick anyway. We'd like to see, some other team. Boston, 8-13. Did we ever make that trade with Boston? That was a team would have been nice right there. Their draft pick wasn't worth a lot. They start the season slow. That's what we're doing here. We're big fans of Nashville sucking this season because we got their draft pick. Roster management, everything about the qualifying RFAs. Everybody for us is under control. So here we are at 12-12. And I have a feeling we're like 6,000 years into this episode, so we're going to have to probably take a pause here. 13-13-3, back to about normal, but we're winning games. That's what's important here, is seeing these guys win games. Alexander Holtz is a point per game player, dropping 30 points. I want to go to the line screen instead. I prefer that. It's a little bit easier to take a look at our line zone here. So we'll go to the line screen here real quick. Get some opinions. You guys can tell us, we're 20 games into the season. You guys are the experts here. We're still in a learning process. You can tell us if it was a terrible idea, good idea with the whole Drysdale thing on the first line. Should we keep him there? He's a +8 right now, 12 goals, or 8 goals, 4 assists, 12 points. Playing good. Playing some good ball out there. A +8 on the season. His growth is not changed, but we're not that far into the season either. 34 block shots, 19 giveaways. He's solid. He's put up good numbers. Last season was bad. 100 giveaways, 32 takeaways. He struggled mightily. This season, big difference there. Block shots are growing quickly as well there. Him and Mark Starr playing well together. And then you have Borgman, Oleksiak on that second line. And again, taking a look at that offense, 12 goals, 18 assists, 3 on the +- for Lafreniere, point per game, 4 for 19. So Byfield more of the assist guy here. Not really scoring the goals for these guys, but he's still helping. 22 minutes a night, elite potential, 22 or 82 overall. Holtz in there, 17 by 13. Pearson putting up some points at 9 by 10. 2 for 14 for Perfetti, still growing a little bit there, -16. I don't really like seeing that. Perfetti, probably a guy we consider maybe moving to that third line. At the 82 at a -16, he's struggling. He's struggling badly. And again, we're worried about the growth of these guys. 9-guy voice. Man, he's been a defensive freaking machine, though. Why is he a -16? 37 takeaways by 9. That's ridiculous. That is disgusting. Go home. You're nasty, buddy. 53% on the faceoff draws already as well. 80 on the faceoffs overall. So you guys have to let us know what do you think about Perfetti there. Perfetti to the third line. That could possibly happen. These bottom 6 guys, I really do not care about minus Jing time because they're just here to be here. 3 goals, 6 assists, -7. So he's not doing the hottest of hot right now. He wants to be on his second line. That'd be an interesting one to move Perfetti in him. That'd probably keep it at a +3. It would. Maybe move Shingtime up to that second line, but I do not want to take Perfetti off of that line. He's still too young. He's 19. He's 19. He's got to grow. He's got to play, I think. Find a way to get Shingtime some more minutes. Maybe move him to the power play. Again, we'll get to that in the next episode. Just taking the thoughts here in right now. Drysdale, Stahl. We already seen they're playing very well together. The other question was, how's the AHL looking? It looks like Hagman's still a 76 as well. -17 in the AHL. So again, might be better off just keeping him in the end. But the AHL team's struggling right now. They're just not good. They're just not good, period. There's no way to put it right now. And I don't want to hurt these guys from a growth perspective there. But you know what? 13-13 this part of the season, that's not bad. These guys are playing really well together, to be honest. But that's going to wrap things up for this episode. As always, though, guys, if you enjoyed, a big thumbs up, subscribe, appreciate it. Again, listen to the comment section as well. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.